Citizen TV, the citizen's power. 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 Free 1969. Fast forward to 1972. A champion mobile. A mini when million 79. JJ mobile. And don't forget, 1979, JJ cool now stage, you know. Anya possible in TH2. 1881, thereabout. Anna Boachi Jamo. Ekoye, Kufufra, Wadima JJ. It's JJ and Casadie, when Timan Yoku, and you're successful. 1983, you name him a common a bar Ghana. Ma operating field of self in the Akanina. But you free on the more. 1992 Ghana, the Fourth Republic, I say, because 79, no, Hilary man, by JJ Sambetuno. From 1992 to 2023, just a Fourth Republic in your womb. Middle Koremunina is answer 6th of March, and a Ghana Yan Fisher Education. Now, Osha history, Yakumuya, maybe say. Edie na Ghana yetimi aye amaye ho afei ma menu nwum no netie na Ghana eweti pamfo bi ti se South Korea ti se Singapore ti se Malaysia ubeje di se ukọ Singapore mamu a womu ni mineral ba akokora ti se na Ghana ye wo gold ana ye wo diamond ana ye wo bauxite no ba akokoro mu ni bi ye yi nutu nchen a wo mo asase na wote so no ohancheche maduoso eye meponko a inti aduani dua eye enso nim se Singapore you can say South Korea omtimi ebo Ghana besia 70% of the land of South Korea are mountainous. They don't have a single mineral, and yet their per capita income does the same Ghana eba the same. And so Ghana is simuja bisa who say a diana link when you yen year Singapore and ne first class country ne Ghana you go so want to chede Abdul Rahman Tunkwa or G Malaysia for Efrin Kwasumo and making Malaysia a first world country. Kwame Nkrumah yeno baby because Abra yet to know about 400 major factories. And so Ghana igusu e want to chede. In 1965, Anna Singapore in Yafahudi. Ghana Yafahudi 1957. Somewhere 49 into 50s. Anna South Korea and so Yafahudi. Few years later Ghana Yafahudi. Somewhere 57 to 58. Anna Malaysia from Sunya Mfahudi. Ghana, that time no money Yafahudi. And so by the son of Maka to Quedim near the Yedi to Quetri. And ne ya kind of food dear sono. Essen your colonia master sana idea so. Essan say senior ye slave masters na baabi a wo motia nko anu mu develop no sanso ne wona edi yeso no baabi a motia nko anu mu develop wonim say aye bi mukasa brofo ne boa Ghana aden ya wo ye railway aden wo ye school obroni ye railway a train be fa so isan say baabi aduane be free aba na odi akọ ne kurum baabi a gold be free aba diamond be free aba na odi akọ ne kurum bauxite ne manganese no e hope no ye railway ni fine inti okotu free mines na odi akọgu shape mu ana play mu na odi kama ne ni aka nyina brofo develop obroni ye school kakra isan say no person wo kire Ghana ni sene obekan na wa choro brofo na watibini na communicate na emum nyesa omema Ghana ni ho ato no ninti na frem santo broni e kire yade besi ne yentimi nya hwe ye kra bibia wo mayemo enso ye hunu sabi nyansa se ye befa ne mebia to ye ho so ni asesa ne obroni e kire ye no ye yi no free ho no mo a na abrofo no ana ye adwuma wo prestigious places me no ka say ene party bi wo so na onye party ba wan hwe a unya white collar job even soldier any police empo a enye sanka ye no amanyosem no ya tete na pansama ye ni nyina amanyosem ene ba bia emofra bedi agro kora ye ni bi hwe for Sunderland Park ni nyina ye basa ni ye ya ne say dignity of human rights ene se nipa benya ne fa hodie papa na ebebo nipa nkwankro no oman ne nsa hye bibrase enso ne at the face of human dignity amofra gusu esuade woni ase at the face of human dignity obatan kwa woso na one ne ma edafom na mibisa abusuafo nko agye adwuma na fa yeso oman Ghana de omfom anu kopem dan na abrofo no ewia yesika bebre ene se okwan no a ana ye nkrofo edi yeso no egusu wia yisika ne ye kaase ye pamu obroni na obibini abeyiye sa ne yenim se yeto aba ama yankasa yatamfo enti wo man ne yanwini ni sei anase afu ana yeyo we nyina akiri wo man no gusu e won twetwede 67 years after independence e ne wo so man sanka mi o mampani na ankasa ne yesua ye homa no ye besesa no anka me de ye besi school of electronics sa school no ye TV ye fan ye fridge ye iron na sa school na nya brofo na ye koka wo ho ye kosua de enti se wo free sa school na won so be ye TV ama o man no wo be ye fridge wo be ye fan anka ne ye krefra brochiri nyina ye bedwai every nation that has developed based on culture and so my ya to ya babra savram adenti na yensua kente ewo universities because already market adenti na yensua kente nwene ewo universities because already market adenti na yensua se ne ya ayewa ewo universities because already market we ye niema da ne da ye to enso ye mfa nhye ye homasuam esan so broni nim se wo kire wo se ne oye ono no siuta da obehunu ne de ye no obegya ne de to enti wa faw adwen kwaso mu se ne be ya onde ho da na we na yese empanyifo dwede kwakire ne yehuno enya brofo ka ana kire nimde enye suku kɔ ana kire se obi atutumpɔn na emum awurade nimde ne nyansa ye de bebu o mai hwɛ to a ye gye yen hwɛ besi a ye kɔbɔ meni o kasa Ghana e ka ye de over $600 billion enso hwɛ Ghana kwan enso hwɛ Ghana kwan emofra wie skwa wonya dwuma nye brichire na abo mai no bibia wo man mu bia anye adepa bia ye obroni dia na ye ne obroni kura kwa hyehyɛ afa yen agudie ho no obroni afa oha kyekyɛ mu adukron no man Ghana ya fa oha kyekyɛ mu du enti oman ana ye nwene anase ye den enema mienu na ye oman cultural values and natural resources cultural values ni frewrade ho enti eno na ekire se ye ne bema na esan se we ye bema ye ne oba na esan se ye oba cultural values na ekire se unwo panyi achia no e mani ni kan chia cultural values na ekire se oti akonya so na se kwankwa achi si upani a sorry na wontena se ene sa cultural values no obroni ama ne nyinaa ayera na mɛkyerɛ oni entia enti obroni ahu sɛ yagudie no wafa ne nyinaa nia yekura mu sese ye cultural values enti wotimi sɛ ye cultural values na kyɛ sɛ wafa yi no mu krakra ene Ghana nia wɔte borɔfo no ɔna kyerɛ sɛ onim nyansa na medine nyina si esan sɛ Deputy Director of Elections Emma NDC Madi Mohammed Gibril aba abeka mensa ba meka bibi akyerɛ wotew na yesua de na tribalism okay enti yɛntwɛ ho na yɛba mpanyimfo wo fia no mɛda ne omadi akyerɛw na afia de kodia mepɛsɛ mekan no makan so ama yɛnkɔma.
GoTV is stepping up your entertainment from the 15th of January at no extra cost to you. If you are on GoTV Value, upgrade to GoTV Plus to watch GoTV Max. Already on GoTV Plus, upgrade to GoTV Max to enjoy GoTV Super. And if you are on GoTV Max, upgrade to GoTV Super to enjoy the best of the best on GoTV Super Plus. Don't wait. Step up your entertainment today. It's on us. GoTV. Love it. T&C Supply.
He's able to deliver.
Tell you ministries worldwide. I sign friend of the Father's Family Church. Woman the night of miracles and prophecies Ediaba and Sanctuary and Comse. Fima Dasuni, God is able. Reverend Sumfianko Awiye Unyamidini Yan Sanctuary and that from Kra. The country quite baby the baby. How many parodwana? Woman to quite near all Katana Braboni and Koye Famano. What me to quite echo America memo. The Nana Wadia say and they were ya what dear papa. A fee, the Nana Ope promotion. A word you memo. I input woman list bar and didn't come. Yankopo Seni Yam am ye promotu no wo adwumam obi so ye chine kun wo bra na onye boni bia na so no e bra wo te Reverend Sumfianko nka pe onyame ayi ni kun afiri ohawa na owo mu bra na wa bra bo enye sada kwasiera wei ane kwasiera bia 4 p.m. e wo Old Ashoman Coca-Cola Abloje Ashoman Abukobi kwan so frɛ 0240 545700 050 4678868 and on Facebook aye Reverend Sumfianko Osabakaye na uni ye dinkomo sene so sa wo ba wudi nsuo ane oyel ane beba Reverend Sumfianko wonyame de wo yansa nkyerane apa
The incoming president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, flag bearer, Zuma National Democratic Congress. Asos in Chemo Bibiara Orite Democracy. Sasara LKM Manigana Ma, Grata Shishene economy, what it to our pants. In education system, I was say. Friends and family government are all called the current administration in Ahocher, Mechaha Shepa, all called Eshapayin, Afraba, Obibiara, Asgana, yes. Fide Ahocher na dos. And you know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, Many our everything crap to it. Erica Bob, they have built the Ghana together. As a Mauritius, you want you there. Buona support in the campaign for 2024 election. JM 2024. As a Mauritius, you want you there. When somebody can do see good governance card in the B. Good governance card in your card. And you was there support JM 2024 campaign. Good governance card. What did you do? And Timawusi Kanyama was in the bottom. Now also Ajos. One saw one pedal watch a good governance card. When it's 40, 30. 10 citizens so about to about short code *248*6#. Now also ascend the was it good governance card that was in a support to JM 2024 about to a friend 0534 000 261 now 0531 033 503 and now 050 982 3400. You can on internet to do www.ndcgoodgovernancecard.com. My young Cambo, they am build a Ghana together with John Dramani Mahama. Nyamin Shra.
Hey, say the Mako who Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Me who credit me, say a Munti Momania award, a word bestie, Obian Transit Emma Dumpemia, the Cassa, and as a boya, the encanon to them.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. A sign I want to say, near Crew Etuno, near Ankon Awananu, Obana Bemo Power, and Yaruan Kaye.
Nansima Mekase, and the Spana Code Ekayeno. Greenfield at Aruminti, and was our soldier and also a team.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultra modern laboratory and a diagnostic machine, sir. As you should be one Kasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our Numbadogon, Estate Junction, last talk. From 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last talk.
I believe.
All right, that's it. Takra 100.5 FM, 45 minutes past the hour 7. My catcher will say, "Oh, time, no, as for me time, na me bono." Anyways, me didn't know na utuda kwabija for aye crado, eba bedi enkomo, na ene empenyufo ewufia no mono mudru. Misraw ubetimi aba Facebook na wachira wadwene udru wono muso na wahye amayen. Yura Madi Mohammed Debreo. Deputy Director of Elections, National Democratic Congress, Mira Ufia. Ten catch it, but never 50 years birthday. Posuno because Unimejumano, that's right. Topra Abredu Nyansa Kuku, a private legal practitioner. Omwa ikusushesi to a court. They always contribute to foreign economies. Onosoha. Samson na courage makafui no ne peku ono be the 7 days in the day no national communications team member ma NDC ye hwe nim to say citizen ato dazi babeka yensa. I am committed to partner Bahama, ready to serve Ghana with integrity. Where Nana Opoku Ajiman, I will await Supreme Court ruling before deciding on anti-Gil bill. Where Nana Akufu Ado, John Kuma, and so any matters arising. But I'll start with Madi. Na yenyi win free on I'm sure say following EC guidelines, IPAC meetings, other fallouts. Honorable Yamawakwaba. Na honorable Pum to say. The radio say. Ejuma de nim so bebo. Ye nim na wiano. Yen self can hear any manager. I mean, we continue to praise you on the good job you are doing. You hear your vigilance and one Ghana for here. Ghana for some better abano. Name Ghana for say nyomuna umbijina abano. Tiesere mu mamu mu bianko jitini biscuits. Catch them.
Enko yes nyamano, but even though say like I say Ghana for better abano, Ghana for ni na so the beboa ama yetimi protect aba yekotono. Because you see it's a month for any elections in one. It will reduce more of this rigging and manipulation of elections. And see, I just say, if we're spending more time to educate many people, so that people understand the electoral rules, you know, because some time back, now the election issue, I say secret is number, or they be ready. Young country way. If they do time agents go to an agent, I was say we're agents. But you see, when many people understand the process, a amount for the over bonnet crap on why careful.
That's right.
Because who are banner water and every kind. Why banner better no one tier once here and obey see one. But beyond that, you know, as a party, yes, you be Juma Abroso to be sure say near party Ghana for a person yet to about man so we win elections, you know. It comes to pass. And then it may yet issues, you know.
All right. And one other thing, na yemra in common so Ghana for be bring so ejidi say there are some people in this government they are candidate for jail. As director of elections, you know, yeah the suma say munya akwanya all these people must be arrested. We know say within 4 years you can't do much. I just say radibum. But you can reset the country's footing. The mumcrophobia di Ghana bonino. Esa mo share bo se mo ba mo meye father for all.
See, one of the challenges NDC had when we won power in 2008, it is where we thought, say, yes, put our system to eradicate all these issues are here. So, whilst you are solving, say, Ubia Boni who solve that problem, no, you're also working within your own system. But some people took opportunity about that one. NDC, as I know, if you don't do such things, so we are Boni, yet me correct is our Boni, no.
Yeah.
It will be difficult for us to come to Ghana to say we need Ghana's support.
That's right.
That one to be difficult.
That's right.
Because you see, Boni, no, I quite serious. In fact, at times when you listen to some of those things, then you obviously someone say, Ghana. In fact, when I even heard this Reverend Amishada,
yeah,
this is somebody who will tell you, say, oh, Basoro crap or not, this your contribution should be clean. Then you hear say, Wanya Kunya, Nitamaso, obi so with me say juma no. Na ni wabune ni ego so.
Yeah.
Ama wo jisika ye juma say wonye juma. That level. Then you ask yourself, say, Suban Ben ebedi ebedu mu no.
Okay.
At what brought us to this level? When people who believe say a system is able to corrupt them. What you say? So in this that 6 years before then, usu da ye kura na nkoye bone. Usu da ye osika ho a na aye bone. But I better say people are proud enough to show wealth. Enti ebe ho adwuma.
Okay.
Ebe both outsiders and insiders. And your mama has always shown that one to Ghana say obey.
Finally, before Yebeba Nintia Moshe Asiese Moko IPAC. Na ya follow with the guidelines are easy aba anyhow I be favor ni in favor no. Ni Ghana phobia especially NDC for say me Sansuma na Jomahama asonte ne say NPP boa mon crofo pa. NDC you can challenge me mo moa mon crofo. This time almost I mean country mu say munya akwanya obi bia obeboa ne bia eye Ghana ni including those who are supporting you. So this time don't come and neglect your own. Send the MPP funds who are making millionaires out of their people. Search for your people and also make millionaires out of them. They are all Ghanaians. Last one.
No, to Yebeye as Mangana. However, when all of us also had the opportunity, we should make sure say ye Juma Abojo Muhammad to succeed.
Okay. I feel you need come on. At the end of them, so me person me person coming in
now say NPP4 have made millionaires out of people. Or making sure say we catch your mama say yes we are bad. We should make millionaires. You know. Look, we will make genuine business people.
So I should say genuine millionaires.
Not just millionaires.
That's right. Genuine
we
millionaires.
are not going to take the state money. We are buying car.
That's not what we mean.
There should be genuine business people who will make genuine money.
Exactly. That's the point I want to make. Thank you. Mbacho, I didn't know NDC Munko IPAC meeting.
No, to one for Quenya.
Feed them Moko.
Mima Quenya went here with you for no one show Facebook.
So many others.
Na minchia me brother mo both courage ne topra. I think this is the first time we are meeting an unfortunate meeting my mischief host. So first time.
Me genuine no no. So no one said that saying one frame it. One frame it banya
enti edi enti aso kesebe ma o mampeni John Dramani Mahama. This time around here Kasano or Upper West region.
Oh, okay.
After Upper West region, we bank cry to continue his tour. In Paibona Ebo Ama Mosa Ahonding at this time around five no free cry. Ndra. Many people thought he left Accra on Thursday. Ndra, no way meet we are no Upper West. In fact, when I saw them at Dafiama, I say wow. Then tells you that's energy, that strength of the man, that among of us say energy in every hineba. We only have to pray, say Nyankopo Mama Sahondeno, to be able to achieve what we want. And we believe how we are going, Yamia Duma, the victory will be ours for the 2024 elections. Otu IPAC a creation political parties are calling for. especially our opponent when after 2022 elections if we say between political parties and electoral commission send a bit because we are part of the stakeholders come about to ejuma now then they see it's accepted because it's a very good platform ultimately or advise ideas in fact once you get to IPAC, it resolves many issues. And we have played a role in the IPAC. I have been in IPAC, I think, during 2016. I have attended IPAC. And I know how IPAC useful IPAC was. In fact, in 2016, BBC ballot paper, printed on ballot paper for voter region.
Okay.
In fact, John Mohammed's picture was blurred.
John Mohammed's
yes.
In 2016.
2016 election.
In which region?
For voter region. Now I printed one cry. And then the code number, no, I can't code. I want to say every pink share fence and ballot paper piano. The code.
And a serial, no.
Serial number, code.
Okay.
Code not D and then started for voter region. But all the ballot paper they were printing, they're not D in you.
How?
Yes. So, you was our issue, no. It was IPAC. In fact, IPAC emergency. And in fact, it was called that team now outside. I represented the party at that time because the national chairman said the general secretary then said this is what has happened. And I said that we resolved the issues at that point to be able to allow the elections to go. Okay. To be here. So IPAC has been a useful platform at NDC, always support and attend. Until when Mami the mentioned
electoral commission.
In fact, when electoral commission, no, it began with that pressure, that problem, because she was the first electoral commission appointed. Her first meeting she didn't attend.
Wow.
Yes, her first meeting because she appointed. No. Now we're outside. Until the letter when the invitee came to the party 30 minutes before IPAC meeting. And I guess I had too short, especially during the first meeting. So then this didn't attend that IPAC meeting. By a trauma, say it can be possible, say a bit better, especially when the person who's inviting you or knew, but the letter was signed in her name.
Okay.
Only didn't sign. But when we made those, said this appeal petition, no, she called us. If I remember when I participated in that meeting between NDC and just the chairpersons.
Okay.
I was here. From there, we were working better, at least. So we be right, we share now. Then go to a point. On one case, I can say, IPAC, no, idea, advice, and name for some your friends, friends, commission. They don't need any IPAC, any advisory from any political party. Then the guy say NDC and an MP electoral commission. You NDC issues. So if I'm coming to your meetings and you think that I am not useful to what you need, then what is the need for me to be at that point? So that caused NDC to boycott the IPAC bid because because
okay. Inti at the end sign camo, ma mo san share IPAC.
Yes, because we have always maintained say political parties needed to be an IPAC and advise the electoral commission because it's stakeholders. Because we have like Christian Council, Peace Council, Muslims leaders who always start engaging the NDC. Say we need Ghana to move on. Yes, okay. Yes, a person Ghana Ghana.
That's right.
But before I call, we also need a platform to also agree with the BBA corner say so we opportunity we have no problem. So there was an engagement behind the scene between the Peace Council, between other groups in Asia. So we can before Christmas it was a platform in the around Iburia. You Peace Council and the Electoral Commission. That is where she made a statement say maybe you could do a film. In fact, that was the first time she put hand and shook our the executive NDC executive.
Okay.
This is the first time. In fact, between the boycott and that time, that is the first time Electoral Commission started having military men start even putting barricade around themselves. Like it's now NDC, and but we are friends, we are brothers in this game. So we have decided as a party, say, okay, what is the cause? We'll go back, but we believe he said they will let us listen to us. But necessarily you say you can't say you take it. No, we are not saying that, but we are all having discussion to see how we shape our president.
Yeah, Ben, I'm free IPAC if Obekaya
2021.
2021.
Yes, after elections. Because the last time on the NDC share on the 3rd December 2020.
Okay.
The NDC met at IPAC. Now pink sheet issue, instead of pool issue we share now problem I go home and resolve that issue.
Okay.
But after that, because the NDC started to say there are things that we need to do, but they say they be a problem. Say when they court, all these things came in.
Okay.
So even before na kind of a cardinal relationship and the court issue be so since then we saw what have I believe that they also learned lessons. And Monday this year 22nd and a first IPAC meeting now.
Say you initial commentary na there's a electoral commission no munye that engaging. Sabi mu raise issues and kamia ko say more how margin amon person be tie mu Indian here say member na won tie me there. I mean I have to sit somewhere and they say until I'm free as far back as 2021. Okay, this time na makono following my first meeting, do you think based on the gestures any demeanor of the commissioner and any other commissioners, you know, this time they'll be engaging based on the brief rapport you've had? And I say, even if they've given you such beautiful rapport, based on your own assessment.
This has been the third, in fact, so far this year, yeah, share IPAC 3 times.
Okay, so at least it's good time to, to massage. Yeah.
And rapport no de rapport and I believe say each of the parties have learned lessons, and the more so the electoral commission, because we have seen since then see we have agreed with political parties. In fact, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
First, somebody say electoral commission have decided this way.
Okay.
Even we have decided this way
because the major stakeholder was not there.
But no, even though they meet IPAC, because before these 2023 elections, as registration, there was IPAC meeting. When IPAC they finished the meeting, without reporting back to IPAC, they came out to do what they want to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's 2023.
Okay.
But yesterday, for the first one, invitation for the calendar year issue. In fact, we went there in the mindset because she said it best started from calendar year from January to December elections. But what we went to meet there was about the November-December issue. In fact, that was their main thing.
Okay.
At that point, we made our mind clear as a support to proposal because it was our first time. The public discourse say, oh yeah, that was time Dr. Bosman Bontinka say, I'm 60% supported the idea of the changing of the month into Ombeko. But we also didn't sit and also just have to say comfortable in terms of, but we keep on educating the people, tell them the reason why and yet the right time to change the December to November. So the last time that's the third one.
Okay. Before
the calendar issue, and this is what they said. Say
who said?
The chairperson.
Okay.
Say in your baby CC, but that's what they want to start the meeting with.
Okay.
But any date issue now more the say Nankayen Saman because of the previous experience but after engaging political parties, stakeholders, proposal in the
okay.
But this time around, that was the first, even the opening of the meeting. 2, and now the issue of indelible ink. I said, I can use indelible ink. No, a crane use. But political parties' views now, they buy, based on experience on war for mono omoje to say we'll still use the indelible ink for the 2024
okay so it's on record say one is to say indelible ink use no it's now clarified.
No, it's clear.
You be use indelible ink.
It's clear.
Okay.
3 say you bench CI. You know we mentioned about the CI issue say at time I hear what you say. You don't need to change any part of the CI this time around because the major CI and competitors are about control registration and then not using guarantor system.
Yeah.
Now it's only Ghana card. Now our argument then, and they say we don't have problem for Ghanaians to use Ghana card if every Ghanaian have Ghana card.
Yeah. So
we don't have
Ghana card, no. which will be beautiful anyway.
No, yes, because it makes things easier.
Yeah, it makes things easier.
However, once I know Biana ewo Ghana card no, and Ghana enya crown kwa.
Yeah.
So don't push to this one. Let us take our time and get this, especially when your department, your institution is different from the NI, where you are depending on them. You cannot depend on somebody who you don't know his strength to make your argument.
That's right.
Into you can say same way eco twins for parliament. I'm a parliament I'm a friend speaker. In fact, what is that number doesn't happen? Speaker came to do it. Minister of Finance promising guidance or say or must 100 million be at the end of the day. Yes, last time the same speaker was saying now I'm depending on NIA. But looking at the things, even though monies are released to the NIA, they have not able to achieve what they want.
Targeted.
So they will not push for Ghana card alone.
Okay.
Solely Ghana card to be registration. We will still consider, but she only begs say political parties should help so that a better me abua for misuse the friends abuse the guarantor system.
Okay.
That's we it's a guarantor system control registration. One control registration will not happen, but guarantor system is guarantor because CI no yes sir.
But this time the continuous registration number.
Okay,
but you be use guarantor. Okay, inti me pese omo a 80 inti ase because ewa bontin say yes say obi an use Ghana card and e bi mu so say e bi mu ni Ghana card. So for instance, if you share Apieti, my use Apieti, a whole town was ravaged. We share Akosombo spillover, a whole community, and your communities have been ravaged. Such people from Ghana card in United States, they coin all those ones. Are we saying based on IPAC meeting say 2024 elections, you use Ghana card? Now, a bimbe to use guarantor system one.
All right,
so want that assurance.
Let's do two things.
Okay.
No suggestion say the Ghana card beto aba. There has never been any suggestion say beto aba the Ghana card beto aba.
Okay.
The argument is
the Electoral Commission made that suggestion.
That be
okay.
Yeah, but so you din e will register no more. Document the ban enemy use so
oh, okay.
Inti the Electoral Commission for say obey
short now I say proof of nationality.
Yes.
What are you going to use as an evidence that you are a Ghanaian?
Yeah. So it still comes back to the same point.
Yes.
Say mini Ghana card mean to me register. And I'm registered and made to abano. So it's obvious to say but the Ghana card never to abano.
Okay. But for registration, now you see can say omo amanya 18 cc. Omo ntro mudino. Obiabe you so only Ghana can count to be introduced. That was what they were pushing.
Okay.
But Parliament and Gentlemen, political party didn't support.
Okay.
So CI should be a lot. Parliament and Gentlemen.
Yeah.
And a party, so that is what political party you push. Say, can say they be any because in your be an Ghana card. They say in the end to a bonema more Ghana card no crap on so be.
Okay.
Until but you would now 18 years CC. Omo mon chomudin from last 2023 registration year no. EBCC. Omo monya 18 years ebro so ni na no chomudin no. Wo be chomudin na wo Ghana card a. Wo be chomudin Ghana card na chomudin.
Okay.
Sa wo ne kala wo passport. Wo be chomudin e chomudin. Ba wo ni sa nyem menu we ni na. Na wo bana se me ni Ghana card me ni passport. Obi timi gina out de wacho ni din dada. O papa o mame anawo dan fo bia wa what area ho be
na ne no kane no
kane no ase me gina wo ama otu
se minimum no
no me feel from no what show them based on me I'm actually me dada and then finding guarantee system na no ba mienu e na ejina ma e kire wodi if mienu e na ejina ma the papa foforo na be kire no die no what show no die and no sa na be for this limited station na e be for 2024 I be start on the 7th May to 27th May.
Memoir running me through the lineup, but easy a issue be I think says of national concern where you belong.
Mr. Darko.
Yes.
My clarification kakra unka.
Okay.
Senior ekasano or say guarantees need to. It's true, but in the CI, I normally say if you are guaranteeing for somebody, you can't guarantee for 10 more than 10 people.
Okay.
So your limit is 10.
Yeah.
So it's a guarantee I'm will be now if I'm a registered voter, I'm guarantee
more than 10.
More than 10. Okay. The public too should note that because if you guarantee more than 10, then you are committing.
Okay. So
that's what I was trying to just. I was just trying to limit it. Why a bit me? I guarantee.
So it's just an addition. Now, person is saying beside electoral commissioner every be here. I will abure NDC and NPP so, which has to do with abuse of the guarantor system.
Okay.
Ebimu aye contractors, me ho say dom kwabnyo. Ebimu aye contractors. Enu didi. Wo entertain no. Any 10 Ghana na that's so any ade. Enti sebita fache. Me nka so onim no kra no de ba wo. But mo pay dey hu.
Okay.
Say we Ivorian ni, but only pa ko ni bibia dinti. Na wakoje ayama no. In the end, no affecting people, affecting this.
That is why we push for say, young registration go closer to the people. When NDC was calling say registration and bank or for no, and Yakeo, say Yanka was had 2 minutes crap and at the polling station, which makes it easier. Say, I can just walk with him to the center.
Yeah.
But my D18, we were Bolly Bamboy. Between Bolly to Bamboy, is 2.5 hour drive. No my feel we are trying with you which registration could have been cheaper, easier. Now I have to pay transportation. The beggar and tell me no. They have to also have to pay transportation. You see now you have made the opportunity the cost of registration very to costly. Go very expensive.
Very costly.
Oh, this time around, almost at TASM say. Say registration at district offices the last time, which is 261 sentence,
Yeah.
This time around, almost the sentence in back on. Because someone who say, 261, a month for bread. Political party, it costs political parties. It costs to individuals never trouble. So they will now move the sentence, more, even though they call all electoral area. But it will be a fair how to reach electoral area. In the electoral area, be a baby was a front plain area. Oko say friends Northtown. You have to go through Shah Osudoku to come to another electoral area within the same friends. Oko Hoya. Oko Hoya say there's one electoral area just Oko Togo. And son of back into Ahoy.
How?
Yes. Route, you know.
What mean? Okay, over fat border in Nana. Because there's one border and I know when I way MPP, MP, or the same. Yes, I've been there before.
There are some areas you have to go through Togo.
And some was
Wasaba.
Hey.
Yes, it's
true. Wow.
If you in Ghana here,
if I'm the first time I meet.
Yes. I will on the phone one use practical things. I won't from no. It's not just easy for you to look at the paper on paper. You can say be your policies. Sure. Uko amenfia.
Okay.
Amenfi. Asinof.
Okay.
You have to go through Obuase.
Some
area you have to go around that there. So you have to go to central region to enter if you want to make it easier.
Okay.
Uko Bibiania. Bibiania. At times, if you are in Ashanti region, you want to work very well. And then you get into Ashanti region constituency to be able to get into those. So, you need to understand those ones. And so, I can see machine back when what district officer, a man for every. So now, the almost MRTAs are issues. So, they will make more of the sentence. But that sentence, say about area, the machine be 2 days. Say, 21 days. Every community, we need the machine about for 2 days. No much roading. Then they will move to another area. But district one, the 21 days, ever continue.
Okay.
In fact, I reduce pressure.
Okay.
It will add more numbers. In fact, even though Homo target is 600.
Are you saying, say, district registration centers in the Belho? In addition to that one, send a machine and also be moving from centers as mop up.
During the same 21 days.
Send your baby and cover.
Like a mobile.
Yeah, mobile.
Your registration to from 7th May to 27th May.
Okay.
District office in 21 days. Machines no hold there.
Okay.
But to this constituent district no more no. Be other sentence account. Into time registration, there be more sentence means within the district.
Okay.
Plus the district ones.
Okay.
No? But side means and almost now 21 days each. Oba has 2 days.
No call different
place. No actually the no assign for this area.
Say no be a benyabi.
No be a benyabi.
Okay.
Me at the time
it's better.
It's better.
Yeah, it's
at least this one is better than even the every district electoral area. But I think we accept it based on number now. Capture it will reduce the involvement of the.
But honorable, now can cost be. I'll come to cost. But if Ghana for your taxes and you need to electoral commission for and you see a electoral area, you know, for 2 things, 2 major reasons. 1, convenience, and number 2. Somebody buy me electoral area. Somebody Mohammed Gibril be register. Me te ho minim say on free ho. Me money register. Me pacho ne can say. But chances are that you be moving from one sector to another. Obi be free be register. E bia na minim no. Enti no say Ghana for yan ye twa. What stops electoral commission from doing it at electoral centers? Not to say no my nenye, but it could have been electoral centers. No be a ho aton. Yan ye twa nye yisi ne twa ka yen sika.
It's one person say economy na nkasa no.
Economy bay.
The reality, like I say, baby omodia akosesi, which is about the last registration 2019. Yenya centers about 1,200 centers. As again 260 na this time around. No? So let's say it's an improvement to what I see the last time around. When it comes to say, so be vigilant at the polling registration centers. I believe say the political parties will play the role sooner. It will say the credible register for the
for 7 minutes 10 minutes in Vienna Union Monsu Kabi. I feel my line up no. Okay. I mean money is sikushia you know. It is a be in there, but from the horse's own mouth na na ye so say bia month we date we ne be see cause say you better about the 7th of December.
So in America it say the major ones and they say 1 no new CI other for registration or for elections.
Number 1
no CI, which means second no CI, which means a better about from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
First number say upon 3
at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Or 5
no crane so
2. In that if you can see then come back creating new polling stations.
Okay.
To have more polling stations so that the number of the polling stations will reduce. Okay. Say so no create polling station. But almost split polling station. 2 different things. Say kasi e create new polling station na polling station baby ayan to abada brono ayan for polling station ankoda obo person for polling station anko and you friend creating of polling station.
Okay.
But yaka splitter which be chemu che polling station no no on your threshold ye je to mo say register and echo do some number a post pay say chemu threshold ni 749.
Okay.
And then Modiama. Your police station was 749 so far. It will be your 600 and over 600. But split of police station comes after registration, limited registration. Until your first one, your best second one. After second one, you be your first in May. We know police station be buru 749 on be.
Okay.
So they are looking at 4,000 more. To add, Matisa people can say only 4,000. I'm projecting 4,000.
Okay.
But A baby do 4,000. I might do 4,000. But this is what they are looking because based on the data you for 747 there no. So we are likely to split.
Okay.
And that is how it is. You know, every December, say after that split, you know, you to be able to about with 42 polling stations, 4,000.
Okay. So before you continue, UTM Awakra FM, so question bia ma dear ubetimi asene about Facebook. Ono ye Deputy Director of Elections, Emma NDC. question be will be and of course so our high so there even though nyinamo MPP but ojinamo IPAC anisa because Kobe enti Mr. Wa question be bra Accra 100.5 FM na bisa na me nkanchire no so ema yimoye me pachoto
now within the registration after registration in May you be there friend transfer and proxy transfer ni say matro medi e constituency and polling station my 12 baby am work at baby for some time 100% me to aba into work kwenya say they say baby me so me to aba so for no me yi medi every baby e wo aba baby am wo sese eno so ya baby e wo e no betena at say odi aba
okay
and a friend transfer I don't know 16 days I'm there towards say in June and that's after registration any proxy no then now you acquire exhibition again in June exhibition they say the register and paper to ja na obi abehwe say media ya chiro mu ya chiro ni ye because the who 2023 I acquire assembly elections among for branche edini bebre if register no mo edini bebre but because of acquire assembly election among for in fact we have raised it you know the question ye person ye should register no but we may emre betimi ahwe try betimi aye register no issues no and that's another major issue. Then the filing of the nominations there will be nominations in September time will be a nomination. Then elections about December 7th 2024 Senegal. Then in case there's runoff which we believe say there will be no runoff this time around. You're clear in your mind. In fact until you read this portion yes, you decided to say a cut a line everywhere because we are clear in our mind. Say, and this way we need election no in the one.
Say easy that he is making room.
There be a cut a line everywhere. You mean visit them crap also because we are clear in our mind.
One touch.
One touch. In fact, the people be say let's talk say that's what you say. But
what was the response?
Oh, I say I need also when the program say. Enti timetable no amodia to. I believe as far as they say political parties has been a guide for the political parties to your preparation. They have fair for all this time and all. Yes, we have agreed on in principle in your mouth. They say implementation.
Okay.
Say remember to me ya issues in Senepeno. What you say? We're all going to be part of it to guide to make it successful.
Okay. Now finally, and I'm sure someone will be kind of topics in the but answer. What is the assurance you're giving to followers? Okasa NDC na mo person mo baba mu of course NDC followers based on Nikita Papa Mwenye any this time say na person money that way you are going to deliver victory to them. Yan person abeko echi but I'm say mo type nyame wa wo type the nyame nyame instead say you be critical and vigilant you know in terms of even pulling agent move choose ni ade no assurance ben na modern Ghana for because they are floating voters are if you might imagine say on beto tia ben you don't know where to vote to ebia na manya sa akonya no assurance ben na ade mom say omo to aba na NDC a omo to we and that you are going to protect one ballot no na union momrem
otu obehwe from 3 months ago our approach to electoral issues assistant because we know the pressure, we know the expectation from Ghanaians on us. Say we will not be forgiven if we disappoint Ghanaians to come and tell stories and no MC. To train our agent to put in, I believe, say and no enye asema ebe count, but wherever we put an agent, you do the best for this party and the country. Any victory will be protected. Clear that one to it. At least we share this indelible ink issue. In fact, if this indelible ink issue has come on Senakayan Yusua, I can tell you say some 25% of NDC vote will go out. Because people will force said they've been crawling with their game now more to and come away. But we took our time and fought it and got it back to be used. Because nyama sa nkiti we no and they lose confidence. I'm a to say a baby be at their film. And I can assure you say starting this week there are more things that ahead of us to do.
Okay.
Then my catcher will say even calendar money no run off woman no ya run off in every hole.
Okay. Now she say NDC GD say
we can't disappoint Ghanaians. We can't disappoint John Mahama. No, never again.
Okay. Yeah, one person when you kwenya other political parties are said in opposition. I am also Munkaum. I think say baby Edu say or man baby Edu we need to involve other partners, because the akosha to them. Kufuad we the akura no there. Into mobile, other political parties no almost to munyumo.
I can't meet you on this issue. And say meet you now kasa say be a one name or two. Emotional all day cano. Time all light TV. Only say or two or can say now do a nation Jesus Christ.
Why? We are some.
Mr. Woody, to Cassa. Mr. Papa, we mean traffic you. Papa, when you people.
What's the atmosphere? No,
but I'm happy, sir. You have seen it. You have seen it. We will not disappoint.
That's why there was this atmosphere.
Let me see. Light TV.
Yeah.
Me see. Unna to Cassa. No, but we are sure about Okano. Now do we see that now do name people.
But again, so bad.
Yeah.
But Kufuado and be president. And Kadachi that because so fine my be by.
That's right.
Uncle Peso ye president by a then. Yeah, man chance.
Yeah,
but you make Kufuado chance. The Ghana Konichi.
Yeah.
So them catch 30 years.
Yeah.
Things that used to happen last 30 years. And they see as you say, they are bankrupt to be the necessary good
to my main way. But my sister, since after our IPAC meeting, the way we communicated, I've seen here some of our members for say, praise the electoral commission too much. I think that they have the right to make that when you don't fight for anything. If there's nothing to fight for, you don't fight.
Yeah.
So basically, I didn't. You praise the person. It doesn't mean say wow praising no. You don't have the right say bibia obetness bibia ebenesa. They should have the confidence say bibia ebeya M1 will fight for it and get it right now.
Do not be worried about such comments. You will be educated because if there's no fight, why do you fight? Okay. So there's 2000 yensa. My mini kaima na kwa bansana. My reading few messages now. And at time they maybe no talk.
No too.
Mira, Bumze.
Yamanado. Muye.
Fugu any patrick John Mahama Kufuado no. Fugu no boarding.
No too. And I pay Namiraho pa.
Ade.
Miraho. De bia mekada you see. You need just about 6 to 8 people to carry your casket whilst you are alive, whilst you die.
That's right.
Say who are Yanko for be siana our tree. No was your fundaka we could see. Na sadamin coffee siana our tree. Wa bra won kwan. So was so mu wa maudo. Was you see baby ya? Probably you'll be better off than you are. But they will wait till you die to lift you.
I see.
Sometimes, yet I see, every politician is a bad person until he dies. You see? We vilify so many people, but say who are, then we tend to change the narrative. And I pay my make kind there and call far what you want some one gotiana was share. Sebi, what you want some person one share.
Okay.
And some man I pay Bobo, remember Namite. Na Zamunia mad you know. I think it's very critical. We need to talk about it. There's a small B.
What I said in for time.
Now uncle meeting.
My mama time and one got my tape from over 10 minutes. And what I say, and you almost about what they call.
Say small B. Don't go meeting. No co. now bano or cancer mosi meeting as a show. Na peda or can them row a pena. No, no, small man go ye. Because more king,
of course,
I am good in a party. Yeah, okay. I was at IPAC meeting.
So,
Zokwado, oye, Yoda. The meeting that went on. I haven't witnessed such a meeting in so long. And I said it there. Number one, Mami Jane Mensah chaired that meeting. I don't remember the last time I saw her at an IPAC meeting. On my IPAC meeting.
Wow.
I don't remember the last time I met at an IPAC meeting. Normally, it is Dr. Bosman Asari and Mr. Tete, who are the deputy chairs, who chaired the meeting. The excuse has always been there. She's been engaged in other meetings and with international partners. Emma once, not twice, not once. We've asked them. International partners said,
so what happened this time?
It's about there. This time around, Oba meeting, and I encourage her there on Tambra meeting. Mobi na ye fa adwene kura ya fa ye nyimdo ka wona ye fai na on ba ne there ye fa adwene na wakobo na mende achina ye betim na wona ye press conference different from what we had discussed at the meeting. Ye will be several times. This meeting that happened, number one, they were truthful, they were factual to the issues.
Wow. And I am truthful. I am factual.
You see, where they have to accept blame, no, we're done. Number one, the last IPAC meeting, and it's on record in our minutes, that the program of the EC, the calendar, will be sent to us by email before the next IPAC meeting. Then, no, two. Until that Yako meeting, no one sending an email, and an email has never come. But that day, no one sending a printed calendar.
Wow,
you understand? So we raised those issues because it was in Daily Graphic, Monday Daily Graphic, and a sorry, no media houses a friend from Ibisa there. Calendar mujin when I'm saying calendar. Also an easy calendar waba. And I'm saying no what's anyway. Also Daily Graphic. Into a question there. The mo akonya wa body. Ochina bio. Ochina 70. But you could tell remorse on their faces. So what can you do? Into say yeah kada meeting okoye ya onchedo obi sisia wa command tea na biscuit or electoral commission. Inti sisi ya kasa asasa ya da wanche tea wanche biscuit inti onye bibia ebia yekozi wo na ebia ya kasa asasa. Because in my party when I said oh the meeting went very well, I mean people were like hey are you sure? That is what happened. Because key issues are near political parties ya kunhu ye raising, they were addressed, and the way they were addressed, it was, I mean, consensus enough. By consensus. So what can we fight on? I wouldn't believe it because what about the issues of indelible ink and all those things. The only thing that I think there is a gray area, and I'm very cautious and I'm awaiting the gazetted sentence. See, registration centers not can. Also, they will use the district offices and other difficult areas, they will provide mobile vans to register. The word other difficult areas, it is clearly undefined.
I'm going to be determined.
Exactly.
By now, Esan said these are the flash points.
So I think it was pushed. The question was pushed there. Can they do it with us? They say, well, we will be flexible. We can't promise. But then there will be, we will make sure there places that will be designated as difficult areas. There is enough reason for that.
You know why I'm asking you this?
But
so I'm a electoral commissioner. Now I'm a diabolical. Other centers now, me dey additional more papa no. Me wo party kwa me support no ni area. so that I get a lot more of them registered. Me find co-party I mean supporting an area, so that I get less of them registered. And I say, make it possible.
That is the problematic thing. You see, it's not even about being diabolic. Ghana today do obi wukwa obi wa, there is a reason. The same way, whether you like it or not, once there is no clear definition, the word difficult areas, anything can be difficult area. Because I think NDC cited places like Afram Plains. Those
are difficult areas.
Exactly. You understand? But the difficult areas here, baby, or a
it's relative. What is difficult to you?
You understand? Yeah. And it could be possible that difficult area, more of it is in a particular party stronghold.
So why don't you agree, as some IPAC said, these are the grey difficult areas?
So that is that part, and that is where I am worried. But then, per law, I don't want gazette all the registration centers.
Okay.
So they would have to share with us what they have worked on, and then based on that, they should be gazetted. But how can you gazette a moving a moving van? You know too.
I agree.
How can you gazette there? We'll be moving around. So I mean that is a bit of the grey area. I think there we will need to kind of
citizen. Citizen Atudazi, General Secretary, the General Secretary. GCPP, Great Consolidated Popular Party, Mura, and a General Secretary. Of course, domestication must come to mind. And to your IPAC member, I suggest you inquire IPAC Subio. Now, you move it to the other topics, except here you have something to say, then maybe you can proceed with that one. Yeah, other two topics, of course, yeah, but I wish John Kuma well, but the answer, I say, I will await Supreme Court ruling before deciding on this anti-gay bill. This is very important to the Ghanaian society, fabrics and values, so we must speak to that one. Anna, now no Pukwajiman, dear no, NDC for the favor. I say, I am committed to partner Mahama, ready to serve Ghana with integrity. But let's deal with Supreme Court ruling. Nana Kufuor say. Inquisi say the last guy, anyone where court, you be determined case never, won't mean finance and chassis. Mamma chassis free carriage. But
good morning.
Ghana 10 minutes.
Yo,
if your time.
Good morning. Michelle na Michelle T for Susu. Michelle be I was say. Answer na you call Supreme Court and LGBTQ plus L whatever now 7 so no. I'm say you're bringing for na kasa a chechre nyamamu concerning the ECOSWA IPAC and registration in Myanmar. I think we are going to use the CI 126. That's the one we use for the registration. And even for the election.
That's 127 for elections.
127 for the election. Okay. I want to encourage every Ghanaian. The Ghanaians anko omo register. The last time I hear limited registration, there are still a lot of people to me and opportunity and I and to me register. I think this is a fine opportunity. So that by 7th May up to 27th May, every Ghanaian, we are in a state where everybody must participate in. That's the proposed date. Okay. Everybody must participate in our electoral system because the AFM says it's affecting everybody. Either we are student or we are worker, who are here for even who are prison. If you're in prison, you are affected by the condition we find ourselves now. So make it a point, deliberately encourage people, talk to your family people, your friends, church members, society, school, old school. Encourage everybody to be part of this process of election. So go and register. That's the only way you can have the opportunity to vote. obi a obisa ska obebisa ska ka kyerɛ sɛ wa register obi on here more everybody. Let's make it a point. Let's not depend only on their ACBA in terms of publicity and whatever. Let's take it upon ourselves. We encourage Ghanaians for let's go and register. So we'll be on the 7th of May to 27th. No, that window, no, make it a point. Go and register. Have your voter register card and now your voter card, and get ready for a battle 7th December. Very, very important. I deal with my uncle. Would you mean said they be over air? Mesrawa over air. Make it one of your private projects. How about I can wasem. So that a lot of people can go out there and register.
With vans. With what they can. NDC for Yankrophobia. Now one day mean your time on NDC.
One your time.
Well, there are a lot of people. The party made them. But a Drew said they should give out something to support the party. I don't know if you're they will go and sit on the fence. They will come and play positions. And you people are silent. Then people will go and speak on radio, on TV. Then come and drink. No more let the party come, don't run. Hey, more be a niece and who say this time, measure then your time for NDC. May you move you mangasa.
Yeah, Pacho.
That people are to about from 1992 I support to NDC or no so then when you must take care of all those people.
Yeah, you are true. Yes, it's right. You are right. There are a lot of people who, as a matter of fact, but for NDC, they are nobody. NDC have made them what they are today.
They don't support.
And this is the time we need them. But unfortunately, Bibrina, I think, they are only important in NDC when NDC is power.
Ministers.
So NDC or power and now who show. So NDC need power and party no brea. They don't come to support. Well, see, yakan we you know, LGBTQ plus deben. I'm told the president said or change the Supreme Court ruling and sana was sign and I said on sign. Abra Asemnukra Enko Court. He made that comment at Ebri when he met the diplomats. At the time I'll make comment in Ukraine, na Asemnukra Nyanko Court. Minim se ne nipa no di court no abe hinti no say oh adichia me dey no be court. Until no occur on the basis of that, you know. But there have been several precedents. Yebeka say president, you know. The latest one no, have to do with the e-levy and for the court, but the president still proceeded Koyeni Juma as president, pending whatever the Supreme Court beka. And at the end of the day, no, we all saw the outcome of the Supreme Court. Another one have to do with Doma level. And also, so whilst the court was proceeding, the president was doing his job. And Parliament is autonomous. Obian to me and far court and some and fancy almost in them to me so Parliament have just passed the bill. The bill has been passed upon all the frustration, the controversies, all that they try to impede the passing of the bill. And we know them, those who were masterminding these things. One of them is Oslausu, one of them is Apenyo Makin, the NPP Apenyo Makin, who is the majority leader then. They yet to frustrate and delay the bill deliberately. But we thank God for the likes of Sam George, who was more or less the spokesperson and the leader of the group that presented the private motion bill. Then we also thank the likes of the Speaker of the Parliament, that's Bagbin. Oh yeah, dear, Jenny Nice, see horse there be you can delay Parliament. The passive bill no money quiet. Now there are processes that they have to follow. It goes to the presidency, and the president have to sign it, assent to it or not. So we won't sign or you not assent to it. There are processes the Constitution allow you, the president, to pass through to bring it back to Parliament, and Parliament will also follow the process, for the bill to become a law. So the president trying to tell us that he will not assent to the bill until the Supreme Court ruling or Supreme Court case is done. I personally, and this is the opinion of a lot of Ghanaians if we interact with them, that the president is deliberately delaying this bill because he doesn't want to sign it. Simple as that. There's nothing anybody can say to convince me or convince a lot of Ghanaians. He knew what they are doing. They are deliberate about it. They don't want to sign the bill, and they are going to delay it. And I can tell you, I can bet my last everything on it that he will not sign this bill because Osania. I don't want to believe that the president probably is promoting or he believes in this homosexuality and lesbianism. You see a kind of trumutuma, you see a too graphic, my and Kamusan.
So when you're brony.
So when you're brony, fine.
You can
So me believe he said there the strategy now must start from Parliament to put an impediment barrier and delay the bill, no, and one esa kosu at the presidency level. It's unfortunate to the extent that when President Kufuor time or Kanu plane on ye, it comes to President Mills on one jinaho or hold press conference. I remember very well at the castle on a hold press conference and capture David Cameron then said, look, if because of this bill and not because you want us to practice this homosexuality and lesbianism, so you are going to help our whatever aid you want to give to us, then so be it. We are not interested. And almost yes, so they held to some of the aid. Some of it's now Ghana for, but we were able to achieve a lot under President Mills. We were able to build educational infrastructure, hospitals. We built universities. Our economy at that time under President Mills was the highest, one of the fastest growing economy. If you remember, BBC Krakaya, Al Jazeera, single digit inflation for a very long period, probably the longest in the history of the Fourth Republic. Well, growth was one of the highest in the world, the fastest growing economy in the world. We achieved all these heights. Somebody will ask, why did we do that? How did we do it? Because we had a leader that was so disciplined, a leader that would not tolerate corruption. So most of the money were not bleeding. He was able to contain it. So use it purposely for what it's supposed to be used for. That is how he managed this country. So he was able to stood his grounds and said, look, to hell with your aid. If mu aid na mudeba, nti we catch and say, we should compromise on our culture. We should compromise on our beliefs. We should compromise on our dignity. I'm not interested in those aid. Take it. Eba John Mahama. I say, I am a Christian. I go to Assemblies of God. I would not tolerate that. And that was it. And once the leader of the country, the president, speaks, they will not come after you again. They know there's no chance there. So quickly, they will shed every discussion as far as that is concerned. But when the leader gives them hope, then they realize that no, there is some opportunity here. That is why they keep pushing you. No doubt, President called interview no quite international media. No? Al Jazeera, Yebisa no see. It is bound to happen. In fact, one can say it's bound to happen. No? On my reasons, the way the British or the Western world struggle, agitated, upon the agitation, then it happens. So in Ghana's case, it is bound to happen if those are practicing that continue to agitate, continue to canvass, continue to make their case. Omu ye dede, omu kasahu, omu ye demonstration. And one day, no, it is bound to happen.
But Honorable, that is just one side of the coin. The other side, Osanka Fufro.
Fine.
Said not under him.
Fine. You know, ukokasem ne backlash no bausu. The citizens say no one can say ye. People are lambasting you left, right. Ubia kasa say yeah, then wakasa uye biana ne a photo say pie you flirting with a known lesbian. Ni power back radio so I say I am a lesbian. I'm talking about Sewa Broni. We've seen you and Sewa Broni in our presidential aircraft taking pictures. We see you almost half naked with Sewa Broni. So eba no sa no I was so kebibi no on fayi na no nti no ko gina sorry them no can say it will not happen under my watch. If indeed the koka sorry them no opeso de ye ejuma, this is a fine opportunity say where day or the sign bill no immediately. Then allow the Supreme Court to do their job. If at the end of the day Supreme Court will say, oh okay fine, we think there are some human rights issues there and the bill is going to infringe upon the human rights of the people, so it's a different story. But you, the president, who says it will not happen under your watch, and the thing is happening under your watch, and people have made a bill, parliament, where the sovereign of the people rests, the power of the people, the representative of the people. Oma pass a bill say this one we don't want it. In fact, if you look carefully, the day they were passing that bill, there was not even a single person. Gina, I say I am against this bill. Upon all the when speaker put in say we are against bill no sorry no obi to me I'm sorry obi to me so when the people representative have passed such a very important bill, a bill that borders on my dignity, near their brewer, who now see it will not happen under your watch, sign it, just assent to it, then it clarifies the minds and my acquaintance say, oh yes, the okay and woody mukan work I can say would you see you get my point. But why yet nature say we are believing the Okokawa Al Jazeera and say it is bound to happen. When you say it is bound to happen, Okokai this scenario, it means that surely it will happen. Okay. So it's unfortunate. But this bill, this is what will take them to opposition, and the voting gap will be big. This one, you are touching on the dignity of Ghanaians. You see your pet. Say oba ni oba ebeda. Ghana for see your pet. See obema ni obema beda. Say ye kowe so sa one day. Brony we no oma be catch say. It is the right for everybody. Upea. So upe so worry mami a. Ube to me worry mami. So person worry oba, wait to me worry oba.
Second incest is part of.
No.
So
we have to stand our grounds. And this is Ghana is not the first country a pass bill way. I don't know when you bring so sir.
That's it. Messiah about courage in the Piku Kasama NDC. Me ban my bechu Scabaransana no. Union so ewo in chain of Facebook. Shama ba Edna Benya. Akufado talks Ghana beyond aid while he's in the jet going to borrow money. And yeah, Parliament I say approved $300 million. The World Bank then I don't know.
Yeah.
Abbas Amo Gobo offense. NPP is just a disaster. Let's vote for John Mahama. Abdul Samad. Wow, nice. Julie Belindo, God protections to all our leaders. You all have to look after yourselves. Well, what you drink and eat. Okay, so we say good morning to you. Congratulations to Prof. Jane. I need to do a bonnet. Say my Ebenezer Benelli says good morning. Latele Lai says good morning. Blessed Sun, 2 p.m. Asante Mamposi. If Vice President Bamia, the biggest liar, was sick by his own party members, how can he break the 8 and think possibly for we indigenous Ghanaians? Please vote for J.M. Richard Sir. My greetings to the incoming MP for Kwapim North, Honorable Evans John Kumaji. Okay, all right. So I said Alhaji Asuma Zaid. Good program by all standards. Kuma Hebel. I said the NDC must be critical in the steps that the EC is indulging. Oh, what do you call? Too bad. Okay, me has me huna. I said the NDC, yes, must be critical in the steps that the EC is indulging in, and never allow the MPP, which is now new poisoning party, to steal this year's elections again. The NDC must protect each single ballot paper and to also mark the NPP closely. There's a market from MPP. Found some bits, mama. Obi had make strong room $5 million. Like you be $5 million, such a near say my young year. The more sure more make strong room. No chile. MPP can give $10 million. How much is $10 million? How much is money?
But if they can do kill people to come to power, then giving money is nothing.
It's nothing. Say yeah, on bet up $300 million. no credit also.
But we need to rescue
it be a $60 million. Maybe any part in a very represented.
Yeah, it's about the Ghana.
Yes, $20 million, $20 million, $20 million. I'm telling you, if you don't have conscience, you take $20 million. If you don't have conscience, Master Meboa.
Where you credit to coin?
To munya careful, we go. Mahama, Crown Conco agent.
No, because I part of the macro. On sir.
Monfa Madi Ibrahim Mahama. Anyway, okay, it's messages no endorse, but my Manchester, me patro mo baba era phone no. Inti no, obetima fa phone when say send a be ya obetimi adi. In the next 2 minutes, omo be era phone, message ya biem. Eti fa phone say ya patro fa na mention send a be ya in 2 minutes 3 minutes omo ya obetimi adi. Okay. *413#. And then me mouth 500 cedis. *413#. But wabo. Dial it. O daily we are choose option 2. Accra FM. Sese ya enchome rafo no enti o try ni sese ya is likely say will be timedi. *413#. Na choose option 2. Accra FM na follow ni aka no. Na mpacho enchi skaba be go phone sese ya. Yera Topra Abredu Nyansakuku emrani mini mapa. Private legal practitioner. Maybe we head here. You better no sunka. But next 10 minutes you there.
Nano to me that say. Midi inchiama weti efu nyina ne wahwefo.
Komodasi.
Sanso na midi inchia ekomi crew me walate.
Oh okay.
And the entire Ekropon constituency. Wow. And the Ekwapem North municipality.
Me na pasai refer Ekropon.
Obia me ma me so fi Ekropon.
A chen na Ekropon.
Okay. Asemu Ekufado den hu ehu. There are principles, any theories are they govern on mine. Inti oko a country be a republican country, they believe in the supremacy of the law. Oko in a country a parliamentary, they believe in the supremacy of parliament. Inti Ghana, we choose supremacy of the law because Ghana is a republican state. It is offer Article 1 of the Constitution. Or say this constitution shall be the supreme law of the state, and any law which is inconsistent with the constitution shall be declared what? Null and void. I know to a person maybe our question. No, me host, but maybe our question.
But
is there a law for somebody to go to the Supreme Court? There's no law.
Sir.
Yes.
Not in the Supreme Court.
You see, that is the problem. That is the problem. Intina Madi Kasano, what you say, or can say, I say legal gymnastics. Omo person mun wasting the palm break. So what did I make? It is a bill. What is a bill? A bill is a plan or a proposal being sent to Parliament to be considered to become a law or an act of Parliament. It's obi any that I saw say me pese adie we eyembra. It's me they call Parliament. Na se Parliament jitu na president sign na be yeden abeyembra.
Okay.
It is a president and sign and yeden eyembra.
A bill.
A bill. It continues to be a bill.
Okay.
It's not what? A law. I know too. And that the say we can kakra mami. Na amount for NCRC. O de me hwe article 1 clause 2. If our constitution we want article 1 clause 2.
Me wo hona
article 1 clause 2.
But you hon so afama me na.
Medema
dano omo de sene me na.
Okay.
Baby dano.
Okay. Article 1 clause 2. And I make you know say we have supremacy of the constitution.
Okay.
So what you say? Supremacy of the constitution. So any law which is inconsistent with the constitution shall be declared null and what? Void. So what did I make an say? This is a bill. You see, a bill, steps are go through before it becomes what? A law. One, and they said it will be introduced to Parliament. Then from there, it will call first reading. Until the bill for the first time will be read to the entire Parliament. Then from there, no speaker ever refer bill no a committee specifically for that.
After third reading?
No, after first reading.
After first reading.
In the committee stage. Into say educational bill, educational committee. Okay. If it's about defense and interior, defense interior committee. It's about finance, finance committee. Then from there, the committee will come and report back to the entire parliament. And the no second reading, you know. Then from there, on the consideration stage, every clause of the bill will be read. Then members of parliament will go through. Where there is a need for insertion, they will insert. Where there is a need for subtraction, they will subtract. Where there is a need for striking out, they will strike out. Then from there, it will go to third reading. After third reading, you know, the bill will be taken to the draftman for the draftman to draft the bill into a legal language. And then, as you know, the last stage, you say the bill will proceed to the president for presidential words, assent. It is a president and sign here. It is still what? A bill. And brother also say, who do you call Article 11? Here, Article 11, sources of law in Ghana here. Sources of law. Or say this constitution is the highest law in Ghana. Then it talks about enactment of parliament. It talks about orders. It talks about customary law. It talks about equity. It doesn't talk about what? A bill. A bill cannot manifest into what? Into a law. So what the American say? Yeah. So it is still what? A bill. So why are you going to parliament? Even there is a principle that stipulates, say, whatever activity that goes on in parliament is a closed book.
I'll say the laws of Ghana shall comprise,
yes,
A, this constitution,
yes,
B, enactments made by or under the authority of parliament, yes, established by this constitution,
yes,
C, any orders, rules and regulations made by any person or authority under a power conferred by this constitution, D, the existing law, and E, the common law.
What's a bill room?
Because also what should I say no nyamra.
Nyamra. So what's the constitution like? I hear me na make constitution na yeden. You know, it is also Article 11, which is sources of law. A bill cannot be what? A law. Meaning, me check Article 17.
Okay.
Article 17 4B.
Article 17.
Okay. So who's the heading of Article 17 here? Say all persons shall be equal before the law. Okay. That it talks about equality of the law. But you 4B.
Every person. Oh, fetch me. Okay. Aqua could be United Nations there.
David. Article 17. Okay.
I say all persons,
yeah,
shall be equal before the law.
Yeah.
A person shall not be discriminated against on grounds of gender,
yes,
race,
yes,
color,
yes,
ethnic origin, creed, or socio-economic status.
Or sexual orientation. Or sexual orientation.
A person shall not be discriminated against on grounds of gender, race. But
so
on grounds of gender.
Okay.
Say oba na be.
On
race.
Any say
bibinia no
bruni.
Color.
So what you say?
Ethnic origin. Achima na santia na.
That is it.
In crime. Religion.
That's all you Muslimini and all you Christian.
Creed.
So what you say?
Social or economic status.
4B in the mommy. 4B.
Article
17 4B.
Google na ye.
Okay.
I mean, share the new constitution in Article 17
4B.
No, it's not opening. It's not opening. To us all because
okay. 4B, you know, actually say Parliament ewo hu to me say bibia ebetimi asay on my way, you know, obetimi ashe mbraye den ewo hu, whether that thing is against the health of what of the people. So what the American are saying, if Oko Article 39, it talks about the cultural rights of the people. That's the cultural objectives of the people. So what the American are saying, and then in Broadway, our parliament are setting up, you know, any young culture. Si uti pepe. O de muncha me culture be a waga na hanum say ya pene say obema any obema be ware ana oba any oba be den e be ware. There is no culture. There is no culture. So far as said there is no culture, no, then it's surprising say obi beka say oko Supreme Court then oko ye eti odi pa ho ka say oko Supreme Court no e say ka say oka tire say okay me ko dia medina suni. So eti legal gymnastics. They don't, all that they want to do
me say omo be bibi omo de be den e be delay Ghanaians.
But who follow a year opinion marking, sir?
Or say den.
Make I say time I'm in university, me chiro bibi say I don't hate homosexuals, but I hate homosexuality. Ebi aninse no ono no reference the custodial and non-custodial sentence. Ocean new bill last time for correction. Yes, we be between 6 months and 3 years.
Yes.
We advocate 3 years to 5 years.
Yes.
Now, it is shown or proven say bibre enye bibre. Ebi mu ye say niema we a ebia say omadwene eni hontia. So can you imagine say bia obi akoye sad because na dwene ni ho. Now San say uncle that prison for 3 years instead of giving him a reformation.
A conspiracy theory.
Okay.
How create all this on our minds so that so that those people will not be what imprisoned. So that as obi otumi hu ni yonko bema, obema hu ni yonko bema. No say ni yonko bema no hu ye ne fe no. Osi obi oni adwene. O wa adwene pa hwe say ubetie dia US representative to Ghana ne kind na otie. Or say
Virginia Palmer.
Yes, or say most homosexualities people know anymore. They are very smart
and they are very intelligent.
I've
read that way.
It's a conspiracy theory. Obi Oba catcher will say those people do not have depth in their mind. And conspiracy theory. Oma said that they only want to create this on your mind so that you will be sana. Wakase odi yenja semamano. So what the American say? It is a deliberate act. Because these are the people or say all of them work at big places. They are smart people, they are intelligent people. So what the American say? Here, Article 21. Article 21 talks about the fundamental rights of the people.
Fundamental rights
of the people. Article 21.
Article 21. We me di look akraba facha mwai.
Okay.
Kwa chibe trivia mameno. Article 21.
Yes.
Okay. And one said me Ghana besheso.
Yes.
All right. Where a person and subject to
yes.
Debbie.
Article 21 had the near
fundamental human rights and freedoms. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fundamental human rights
and freedoms. These are what have been given to us by the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
Article 21.
Yes.
For the purposes of this article.
That is it.
Criminal offense means
no.
And when you hear fundamental human rights and freedoms.
Yes, but
and that's kind different. And are notwithstanding any other provision.
No. What do you mean control?
Okay.
Article 21 gives us the freedom for expression. It gives us the freedom of movement.
Okay.
Freedom to assembly. There is nowhere our matter say freedom for sexual orientation. So what did I make and say? The last time I came here, I told you, say, rights are legitimate claims. Something that you can legitimately what? Claim. The best example makes my want to say, me, nipa namuya me depa. But you see, legitimately, I cannot claim it in Ghana because Ghana yenku nipa. So what did I make and say? It is okay say, oh, pene amama for afadi omo pese omonya. Obeti say obi beka say ene me so be nipa nam. See, that's why me, as a person, I have a problem with the High Court decision about Rastafarians no call Achimotano. So say the argument of the lawyers in court they say Rastafarianism no a religion. So what did I make and say? My main can be show. What if me so me school, secondary school? Now me wo busum wofi na me de ko. Now me can say me so me a traditionalist.
So they agree.
So you see the pluralization of things in school. Oba pene say wo ba any fetish priest or no anopa now we coach udran egu ne bosom so atena say the same classroom
so model
no oba na ne bosom na bet na classroom
classroom campo hostel
and a hostel no be say obi a suspend e wie no
but you accept na okay also model onu say ne de no
baby someone will say embrano odo embrano ema utuni no embrano say we ye bibi na betia wo yonku fa wudi a
okay
they say enye right be
or say all persons shall have the rights meaning say we are freedom of speech and expression,
freedom of speech obekasa,
which shall include freedom of the press and other media,
freedom of the press and other media,
freedom of thoughts,
conscience
and belief,
which
shall include academic freedom.
That is it.
C, freedom to practice any religion,
freedom to practice any religion at all in Ghana here.
na ye religion
so it is a Ghana is a secular state.
You train petty a religion you train
baby say until the catch say any law which is inconsistent with the constitution so you can say we try to then you go back to article 2
which is the supreme
law. The supreme law do not give you the rights so we try be petty so that make an say right now how no money freedom so on when we say you can say Obama bet me aware Obama and Obama bet me aware Obama it is not part of the freedoms so legitimately you cannot claim it and for that matter it is not a right.
Now this year man
so maybe see no me say Ekufuado you obey bia no bail we obey den obey sign
e bi so on sign
obey sign embre keke e mo pese oye den oji so that make an say so that the international community be who say and you know na compare on sign by force no oye den
or sign ya no free so na next government
they say the next government will sign even if Ekufuado do not sign share problem e we who they say Obama any abandon you see no office your TV so echo advertisement.
That's it.
That is it. So I bet now homosexuality from quad almost person see officer in Ghana. I bet now person call radio so any TV so echo ka omunde mu wasem. I bet now person move from school to school. Echo educating kola say bema ni bema bet ni ada oba school bena that bena also obi say or no dey or heterosexual and she move from community to community say obema ni obanda. Ana Obani Bemanda. What to be that?
Okay.
We learn this from our cultural orientation, from our environment. And it's now what the other day. Well, like I said, when we say we cannot learn it from our environment, and for that matter, it is not clear within our culture. And you know, the opposite, we taking steps in educating people about it, and that is what we are against.
All right. And that is what we are against. Topra Abradu Nyansakuku, a private legal practitioner, legal luminary, not just a and they always too of course, lawyer citizen to does it, and so maybe a pocket lawyer. And to me, so much and Minim Samatia say Yitimi Jai, Deborah Vanessa, one love Kubolo. In your penny, no man call according to some George or no animal school, little angels are one off Legon. Quite then Quadan why one should be straight and why somebody should be gay and all those ones. That school no allow no. I mean it's dangerous. Yeah, come on, Divo. Na onka issues CB. Mira.
Okay.
But you're more Facebook mo betimi a share am I.
Okay, the woman is MPP Nanado. Constitution nyema ya kani na omunim papa
okay
omunim but the party the leadership is support so this anti-gay issue almost support and whether they participate
almost support to gay issues
almost support to gay issues again. Most of their resources and their partnership, no, my partners are use so a young for you. So it's difficult for them to do something against them. And the young one was say, "O man penna na do okajina sorry dem wa." Before we do okam no atwa nkopa ntorada. So going to the church we say a small one.
Nyankopon kra ma twa ntorada.
I want Nyankopon ni maka Nyankopon say Nyankopon me say dan amount. Me say dan amount. Enti mami we ni election we message dan me be koto kuska me koto buska na be say dan amount. Nyanko pass Nyanko Ronaldo.
You are misquoting the president. Ankaso de koto kumsika. Mo na mo say wakwhye private vow into use private money. But they be aku na Akufo do nim say wo hye but or the Ghana and the BC. No, so I agree with the private dream or private
can you have a private
dream? But in his dream, no,
exactly.
They say dreams are policy
and want to use the state.
Dreams are policy. What is that? And now I say Nyankopon bo say Nyankopon bo me win elections to we. Me life in me dem nim say life in but we dey bo me. Na me win election. Me win elections me see Katejak asoro kese ama.
Which is not bad. Cathedral is not bad.
Why you want me here? You know, because sorry them. He say sorry them and kitty one can be as we know. Ni tro beto on there simple. I know can say no there. So ho kwa there, dey bremu ye. And that time can no what to because that time na ye sa gay ni mo Ghana. Me boa. People are doing that thing in Ghana already.
Lesbian, crown on in the
Ghana. we've seen military man in Libya. Ghana. So it's happening already. But Ronaldo purchase only their law no there. Because Ronaldo supposed to say when you away and seek but then parliament and approve before only be any terms. Ronaldo's thinking they say on bet your parliament is obey national parliament this time when the so say they say elections until next time no Embra. So that time now they free until time in the Embra Hano. He didn't know that it will come so early. That's why Ronaldo raised this issue. For me, for Ronaldo, you only go back to this first statement. Your guy say it's bound to happen because pressure bar so. Now pressure ben Ronaldo can oneself. After you pass law you know, now they say pressure be about court into Muntumo. What's the pressure be ba? Me susu who say obi court pressure be eba into Muntumbo. So pressure never pa me penis on my yes new Ghana. Because knowing very well say sir friends say Timneho Supreme Court no dey only game am obo on your party na obo on to be set 2-1 or
now be say
0-7-0 never
nyomo nyina.
Oh, me say a bad critical issues where because yeah, court no clap you lose one good. The lawyer for the president no the Ghana no yeah Ghana lawyer no and you one penny nipa attorney general yeah if I go clap on you lose one point that
was one advice
one advice someone penny
to sign the bill
into all this all bet na ma wo e court no enti
na oyo mampeni lawyer no Ghana lawyer.
Ghana lawyer but on no penny so mampeni ko yi minister so catch say oye ma Ghana for.
Oye Ghana lawyer. Onyo mampeni lawyer.
No but the
pattern. Inti yen chirem say no so nti ase. Na wo ye Ghana lawyer adenti na ka so ntimi go get.
Ade na mo so mu ka asem we the ben na do. Wo we sure say ni offer say obetuma ko dina court. Aka asem atia na.
Article 88 oh.
In article see article in some American now no. In article asem na mo kan o. Omo we ade be bo omo politics am enyama omo ye. Ronaldo is on your ready say obey. And then look at the way I work. Ufa majority leader, current majority leader. On come before you call no one my pass to what say. Even though you pass where we are, we go court obey succeed.
yes.
Enti oya ka chobi say galonu. E be pass you, adi you be ko do pass. But mum fan ko obi ko court e mai.
Let me try no nipa no court no crampo no or practice work ni chambers Richard Sky practice war apenyu Markins chambers
so pass in a woman
Chaga been a school. That's
also information.
So at the end now you well orchestrated. Now she shall ye no mu ye
if you want to believe it say omo pass na now do be can be some ya she a vet na ye Mr. vet there ye bisa na say we Christian or say I'm a Christian we da mean jintum but we not advise the president to not to sign or say no the one to be come one say you will not comment here
me sasem na ka yana because no so can be
me so it
deputy minister of culture
yes now this is our issue sir Moka then come in fact I'm surprised say now do atime society I destroy faith people ni na is omo ina mo ye bone I mean under Oba Islam we very strong when Timothy ni bio when ya ba o dia ni bio I mean under mo nya Timothy ba o dia ni bio say what me ko asore nde wo ko we ni onya ni bi but say pa o to make a bio say with his own knowledge I can say where our boss say ni the economy issues say they be solve was see hey Omampedi so also be size way no scale way na be because this is where we're getting our money. So the architecture I want to say no I block all the president into Bibia. But for me I see it at the time of so will be Nakobe destroy. You get him all this madness na ever. You see if you take Nanado MPP for 7 years. How much they have back baby? I Ghana coming in free. Just recently, this is a government who told us why road your Ghana in Amibwa. Why road they see every government, but it's the government that is now putting fan. If there's a say young portals. Abampini guess why road you as Obiano. Where is the case young portals? The question. Portals na that are no cars road that are never on now. Why who portals? And I'm for now why na why who portals. So say I was signing for because pressure be say even when we sign we crap on they will still hold this reference issues we yes sign one say they say you can say it was said the young passing and sign and one sign and sign and go court no they will still wait for him to sign and then put injunction on it. They will put injunction on this be after even the president send it. But the president here is cool say ebi o law court in team say ebi anu na odim sa law no ebi a nim ebi still nim but be nim say omanpani ye levy bill parliament e pass ye no anadwo no kete omo parliament e omo wie na obi o court o but na do say court na on o sign ade na wie say ban say court e ji asam na e tumu a and e be yi ko e be na fifo say nje ntuma we go on to do it boy. So why is it that this different from that one? For me, we have a people, even the presidency, where they were there, say only a gay, funny, lesbian, presidency. Some of them vow says will be the workers they will spend money to remove him in his parliament seat. In fact, it went to the extent that now the crap course I constituency so campaign or boss and panu na kuba boano and obon panu ma obon panu di nilante tell na kuba boano nto bo nilante di mo na campaign ma no. Yes. And the vow said they will remove Nilante because he was speaking against gay and lesbian. But God punished him when he went there. He was able rather to mention Nilante to campaign for him.
Now this year,
it's for say among for guessing another best side one side. Architecture now what they say. They will not do it because they will only commit other government to do this. All the great among Buffet, Minister for Finance, Minister for Finance issues on signing documents. In fact, as at now, IMF and Casanoa, they don't have a stand on this issue of officially. The IMF in this stand, issue we move.
Only stand saying.
Only stand say one penny at send this law. We say Ghana say you better young say law against this. Manual. So standing.
But I've heard IMF say as part of their principles and policies, they don't discriminate.
Yes.
Because they've talked about this anti-gay bill.
They have been discriminated. That means I don't discriminate.
No, so what IMF is trying to say, they say yes, we may have that consequence because
there is a contract between Ghana and IMF.
Yes.
And then these things are not provisions within those words contracts. So what did they make an answer? At the time we were signing Saboma and 3 billion.
That's our provisions in income.
These provisions were not passed.
So it can't apply.
So it cannot be applied.
Okay.
So what did they make an answer? But they're not more kind of say for them, they are a liberal association.
Okay.
And for that matter, they don't care about your sexual orientation. So what did they make an answer?
Okay.
So probably they may think say their members should do so. But the point still remains say IMF no. IMF no.
Yeah, but if that is the case, Eban is saying Adam, finance minister, I suggest Amman Penny say we may lose about $3.8 billion from the World Bank.
No. See that even document, I don't think says from the ministry. Go and check whether somebody has signed. Whose name is there? There is no name. There is no name.
Finance minister not signed.
There is no name and it has not been signed. There is no name. It has not been signed.
My honorable friends.
Say on penny best sign one sign.
Because up to now, by now, finance ministry will come out and debunk it. They've not issued any disclaimer.
But there's no name to who signed. So who want the Troy?
Oh, so sometimes to me sign letter in management.
No, 2-1.
Now,
but I make no.
Yeah.
Signing the pressure by the end of the day say or best sign it. But there's one thing I keep hearing some faith-based people say leaders say Sananado and sign way. They will not vote for him. those pastors, do you think they'll still vote for Ronaldo if he didn't sign this bill? They will vote for MPP again. No, assuming say bill win.
That's what they were saying.
That bill, that never say win. Will they still vote for Ronaldo? MPP based on the economy. No, so when people say as if there's to be signing APR of all the challenge we have this can they vote for him? They will vote for Ronaldo. So the left thing said, Pastor be permit to imagine ni say Bonnie of MPPD in terms of corruption, in terms of management of economy, no, they will still push for anybody to vote for MPP again.
What about Kurajai?
Ajay, people who are putting condition, I think that they are, I don't get them. Say, in another answer, it means that they will lose the election. And they have lost the election already. With or without, I don't know can game no more. In the economy now, in that, they say, "Come the poison."
I saw this. But I said,
no, too. The loud silence of your Christian community, it's worrying, especially the charismatic
30 seconds.
And the Pentecostals. They are too silent on this issue. Are you sure? Apart from Catholic bishops,
that make kind, but the people say because the list of because they've engaged in Penifon Bibra, they are speaking. But maybe I'm not hearing their.
No, but your followers need to hear you. You are leading a huge number of Ghanaians.
Churches should come together and demonstrate.
Even if they will not demonstrate, they should issue a press release.
No, they can do a match. That's they say they demonstrate. They can do a match and
they should issue a communique. They should even begin to speak on it on their pulpit. That this is what we don't like it. But they are silent, totally silent. Oh, quack now. Some of them even test you. Who are studio now, Kasa or FM? They will test you that be careful how you talk about this. Can you imagine? So their loud silence, is disturbing.
Peace Council somewhere neutral.
There's one challenge. The challenge in they say the bill currently is not before the president.
Are you sure it's not before?
No. You see, what's the first no? Say you bill now. You bill now. Now you're the president on the streets, but maybe we have a problem. There's a problem with some portions of the.
No,
it's the I say the new amendments. I'm going to come out draft man. I'm going to draft here. I'm going to call speaker office. I'm a speaker. Authenticate. To be BI correct. I said I could do president. So as a Thursday, Friday, they do president. Surely by next week they do one. Say do one man. I am sure. Say the churches they will speak up.
Well. Okay.
But they're already speaking up.
The churches?
Yeah. I mean...
You think they are speaking?
They are speaking.
Why not speaking?
Oh. I mean, I know too, you see. Sometimes. They be a some issues, baby or old baby are where you sit, You might say certain things differently.
Okay.
These issues, number one, IMF ansana when you call over contracts or whatever. We've been to IMF 17 times. At that time, in Ghana, you happen to there being one word. No be said one word. You understand? We shouldn't make it look like so we're living in a country where same-sex marriage and LGBTQI plus was being accepted.
Name Prince, but name criminalizing.
What do you mean?
Like what we are seeking to do.
What do you mean?
Oh, but that criminal code of just is it a unnatural canal knowledge?
Unnatural.
No, but that unnatural canal knowledge, as compared to what this bill seeks to achieve.
Have you seen what this bill seeks to achieve?
The only thing that have been added to this bill about advocacy.
No, the unnatural canal knowledge, does it make provisions for custodial sentence? Like this very one,
it's a criminal offense.
It does. The only thing that have been added is advocacy.
I'm about advocate.
Yes.
No, you see, that is the problem. And only thing yawo baby is our politics.
Okay.
On your politics and kadama se mi nkonyasem. But you see, because of how we politicized it from the beginning, we lost the substance of the issue.
Okay.
The substance of this bill is to promote proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values. That is it. Ghana has always been against LGBTQI plus activities per laws. But Odu baby no today we na we see billboards wo Ghana. Odu baby no na we your office. Na we ba international conference to advocate and promote to the extent that even our curriculum, school curriculum, it was being introduced. It's no chede or dey here inyeme bia and I'm brafo fra obekwetia because it was the earlier law was a bit limited
to the act.
So we should expand the issues. Now uncover inyema for wa the current law no provide for because of the kind of advocacy and then for here. So that was the bill is to cure that lacuna.
Okay.
So one man tiase or them na ye dey go fra there sisiano mana ye be shambra inti because of mbena ye be sheniti IMF and other any other country or there because of this bill into no so and so they are not serious and they have never understood our laws and they have never read our laws, because if you had read our laws you should know that since 19 Ghana yembrano no madam fenyukwe. The other aspect of the coin is that you see there is a strong advocacy going on. One word in there yenjin too. You see, that is what is happening across the world. There yenjin too. Iti dam yenjin too for no one na one shishu on CCNU. Let us ask because what channel yash yem bromukina. Iti CCNU channel yenjin too na show on bado. One shishu. But in terms of whether we are now going to criminalize it or those things, it's been there since. So that one I think we should not.
Yamfa John Kumadi number 2.
So, mami,
5 minutes.
Apart from say Act 29, Section 101, even the laws in Ghana here say if you want to adopt a child, and then the parenthood of that child, a same sex, it should not be allowed. So if we are gay or lesbian, now person will adopt a child, it's not allowed in the laws of Ghana. And
there be open so one person we gay.
So the laws they are there, they are scattered. But now what they are doing is to put all of them together. What is
unnatural? There be one
apart from
now we be adopted as a gay
apart from the
or lesbian
penetrating the vagina, any other thing is unnatural.
By whose standard?
Debut, say by the standard of God. Beyond the laws,
you see, no.
There's nothing.
The issue. I mean, we see, Anna Makadaya, you know, you own so mine. I did or the OPF. You see, nobody in this world, the mean and note yesterday, maha, they all be room, or Baba shared diary. Now, and gather enough evidence. My main country, honorable Afino. I mean, he knows the law. There, per laws. Some people do there, no, to me suspect the ABC there. And the onus lies on me to produce evidence beyond reasonable doubt. You understand? Yeah. And how easy it is for me to find out what you do in your bedroom. But the issue is that if you are also advocating for it. Yeah. So those are the things that it seeks to criminalize.
Okay.
And that's what we should be concerned about. What is it? Sebi miem na ebi anazi wadu twinse mposa na wadu twenu mu ya whatever friend dey ntori dwo dey ahwe ni ya naturally na wa affect but also she dey ya yes on
hold on. Lawyer, munchire mu you. Na che say ano blojo nyina mu twam ana.
Oh, natural.
Ai. Mo ba ko
the rule. The rule is
lawyer train relax. Wo say sambra no asambra de bode ko. Me ba lawyer. E wo bill mu say blojo nyina mu twam ana.
It's already in the law.
That section 101
no, yes,
of the Criminal Offences Act. You see, that is
what these laws of this bill seek to do is that
don't advocate.
To me, you're bold. The media be worried. They say na apostle other jurisdictions where they can even publicly come out and marry. You can't do that.
Okay.
Say me back say me bokro this year. Say I'll hide to do it. I will not openly steal.
That's right.
If you openly steal your chua, there's a law for you. Okay. That is all this bill is seeking to do.
Yeah. And it's good
to say religious wise crap or no. We are born no one paying kakrapa. God forgives you when you ask for. Than the one that you come out boldly to say I deal with them here without hiding it. Even God.
They want to be recognized. And this bill is seeking to say that no way.
You're free on the court na so. Get the Obian Hon will be Brambed Giatum. Yes, you're before me, I'm Robert Association. You're right. You'll be all right. I know Besanka young Kuma Yatiflo, but maybe when we are close, we can eulogize him 2 minutes.
Eulogize what?
We can criticize him in his
not criticize, don't say that.
Now we can say okay, that's all. It's and of course GCPP will have idea. Say be or non so ban how it will affect you or it will help the discourse. Mamisha seem free. And now na be chem baby Mamisha seem free.
Say they ma Twitter on.
Na nyam na mo connect meeting dey na be chere.
He dey be connect, you so ka hu na okay.
That be one connect until Mamisha seem 85 minutes.
Otu, I think that Adia Omampeni John Dramani Mahama Aye the last Thursday when we met at NEC presenting the same candidate I will use to for 2024. I believe that he has shown, say, in terms of unknown credibility, in terms of no customers or beya were prove on that day to prove to the party, say, me share Bobby say a beboa or my gun a beboa party. I'll stick to it because the right as I say constitution man require say or not be presenting a candidate. Before the people were only just trying to say me na ebo me din ebo di at that time so any na party so be in your campaign ma a friend say any contest obeka say obi a campaign for running mate because the candidate that chooses who he can partner to work because our running mate or vice president any mate any planke active and the person who act on to the management of this country. So choosing a Adam for assem a just for vote, but vote and also to manage the country. So it is also the person in the vision now also me when bet me aboame aye. That's why the constitution of the party say and is so responsible on no be choose at the aba. And your mama as a flag bearer no meeting council.
So choose party executives and ANEC Timi Buguana.
It doesn't happen and see Kwaboda and see that because for tumba for me number you only say Bugu say candidate no any credible.
Okay.
Candidate any credible say about me I want credible but you didn't say I don't be franco. When you can is credible, they believe in his choice.
Okay.
But Oba can your mother say oh na identity way no and that's what happens. It's a dimbe you will listen also be your survey I check all those ones and based on that one penny job Muhammad any choice or share council of elder pay the constitution act 43 a share council of elders ever share neck in fact boom or deck or kasaka baby crap na there ke to mukra say or wabwa nyema be call for the 2024 elections and I believe say it's a right choice for the party because you see if you have not brought Jane Nana, I can tell you say would have struggled for 2024. In fact, analysis out this amount for say it's a pay analysis just to discourage NDC to bring the woman. It was a paid analysis. I'm for teaching now. Yeah, pushy NDC be more sir in and out NDC no. Say oh mungo kebi na especially sir man no oh yeah loto analysis.
FC.
Now Benes loto. Oh that be say oh try or to be yes 70 na half na to one more.
See no why me ba first the nefa.
Sir for now we into the woman.
And I know a prediction.
Baby no nyembre. They said the yi na say I didn't name.
Who's the can?
Because first Ben FC Kasa look.
You see, in the land of the blind, the one eye person. In fact, that time no one not wrong.
Then also,
so you compare. So if your mama have not presented Jane for the second time, we like a BNDC day to election because one, it will be difficult for you to campaign on credibility.
Okay,
it will be difficult. Two. You see, bringing this woman in the first place, there are people who believe it was the highest risk in the first time I did buy. Say one vote to back. You see, when it comes to elections, it's a process. And you the back and my elections to me win election. You be brave, asana to me elections. You know. At this point that we have brought here, and I believe, in fact, for the past 48 hours, I did have MPP because they are not able to say anything. Okay, the last time I appointed the first day. The first person who came out to talk, to me. Okay, but this time around, none of them have anything again to speak against. And I believe she have also learned.
But for 1 minute, away free on mommy. I mean, it's obvious that my no credibility and unshade nye bibi potting fire. But my mimi say, money you no fan to for contract because you see the constitution talks about regional balance and no fan me, but I'm not seeing it in. With the man fan shop, but Mammy Missa as a journalist, JG Faka Aka Infantini, or Befa Tamils or Infantini be vice president, some be president. Atamils Ebefa Mahama or not, but Mahama Befa Missa Ata or Infantini. Then Mahama San Ebefa Yema me Opokwajiman Infantini, Wasian Infantini Bim. What happens to other regions? Vice president no dear. Omunumunya Yamadi.
Just say you and that is also the NDC also has also given opportunity to even the smaller regions to lead as a president for voter region.
My region, you lead that Eastern region. You lead that.
You see, we are not doing politics based on the regions and sizes. A year, I may achieve what we want. It's key because it doesn't matter where you are coming from. South and north. It doesn't matter. But what matters? Say met me abwa because then the NDC could have been the party that we can say Nankofa Christian for Muslim.
Yeah.
What you say?
Okay, we're Christians too.
Yes, in fact, you see, so yes, but at all those times, the Muslim sect, it developed better than any time that we have a Muslim Iranian made vice president of any political party in this country. Check the record. See. NDC Ghana about my friend Makaranta, Islamic school, your friend Makaranta. Your school soon know you say Saturdays and Sunday pay. Now the it is only NDC under 2 Christians in your Islamic units. And your Islamic school from basic to highest Islamic school in Echo.
Okay.
What I say. So it is what the country needs because the constitution doesn't speak about baby oyeba. So you take that one into consideration. Then no, but also forget say once you are talking to the blocks, don't forget about swings.
Okay.
Don't forget about swing. The swings.
But even swings, greater crowns.
There be a swings are. Be free mo.
Say greater.
There be free mo. The most important to get what to do, and that is what the NDC believe in. This analysis is almost here to raise, to pitch the fantasy to there's a other regions say anything no. We are not into that. We are taking that belief.
You talk about credibility and competence.
It's credibility and competence. In fact, we don't care about that. What we care about say economy, corruption issue, of education sector, who can do it, and that is why the NDC, as a bigger party, was able to even pick a woman. In fact, at the time when people say, "Hey, Oba, Ghana ready to give a woman opportunity."
In fact, my business
say, are we ready to give opportunity? In fact, then we sitting watching women and telling them this one. Say they cannot manage. Say that they can. If you give them, a good thing. If you give them the opportunity, support them, guide them, we'll be able to get to that point. So. Other Safanti, other women, other Christians, we are resolving all this one.
That's fine.
The bottom line, and he says, so who you running mate here? Who you running mate here? Semba, one Janinja.
Are they running mate with Janinja?
What you say about me? I want to know. Say the now who said Majida about no Casa, May day. Tabazo over contest was in another bomb by me. I made it forever. If you have a running mate like that, then it means that you don't even understand the Bible now. But
first,
make up of me in the house. The
time no soon. We are not the show guy now.
So it's about credibility, and we believe say the woman will make it, and the people also making analysis say, and they say, are we not looking at the 2028? And also a free. Ghana 4 years. Ghana.
Oh no, but you should not respectfully. You should not rubbish that.
See,
because politics is also about longevity.
See,
you should not
first get it before you think for the long.
Anyway, so getting the power is more important.
Who say the best economy? Say NDCD manifesto Papa Bar 2020. When we didn't win elections, you are right.
So secure the power.
See, get what then not build on a strategy in the future.
You are 100% right. Courage. Courage. Maybe Papa will all neutralize. Or no lawyer neutralizing the courage. Wafau minute introductory. Now, so Okasa would die at relations. Okasa on countries who nyai.
Yo, Wakasa be a host. And you know, Okaya from the beginning. So from the beginning, so you die. Well, I think, sir, the selection of Yemami, Professor Nana Jane Ajima is the best. I mean, it's the best we have currently. The likes of Julius Debra, the likes of Lex Lee, the likes of Dr. Spiel Gabra, Darko. These are all very good materials not only for running mates, but they are good materials as well for even the president. But we have a lot of people. I'm with my partner, Papa John Mahama, for the election. But Bronika Sembi said, if not broken, why fix it? Yemame Obaye no Wayejuma. He's a very good academician. Yedinu kotu Ministry of Education. Nejuma oye no hoda finchin obiani ehun sembi obekabi. Very hard working. If you shani age or was here, now would compare young youth no be crampo ye kwane abre. But ono real shine rain or shine and najo on in namni nine. So sometimes he beside me will say na mami we are when me fee ni when you kakra say pe na still otimi gina the nine so north when who know ho e china when who know guitar no of have seen traversing the whole country the competence very sharp or kasa utimi will say nyansa pa na wakasa deep with wisdom, blessed with wisdom and knowledge. So I think it's the best decision we have made currently. The NDC so when it comes to the women, we don't joke with our women. We make sure they have a fair representation in whatever we are doing in the Fourth Republic. The likes of Joyce Banfo as a speaker, the first Attorney General, Electoral Commission, Yediwe, Mamino Baye, Charlotte Jose Baye. So I think it's very fair, and gradually we are going there where we will have a woman president as in this country. Man, so some of them can be very bad, but I think that comparatively, Usha, the women are better managers. They are better managers than the men.
Are less corrupt.
Very less corrupt. Some of them. Well, okay, Bakuno or Parliament, so you're lesbian. Bakuno. You're a lesbian. You're a lesbian. Yeah. He has experienced lesbianism before. So, man of me so me a bad, to me a bad. Bakuno so at Sasikago Guni them over millions of dollars. They go Guni the way or your buy because or you tell Otima.
I do be sick.
Sir.
That's not question.
What's that is what they will be? What's that?
That besides, it's not confirmed.
I was saying, no, if I light FM, what's that to you? What's that to you? So, Mammy, wait, and who that are fainting. Why we share announcement no buy no. Ya no mu ni masem bia omeka omu ni ma bibia omeka woni ho ye bompaye say ya me manu strength na ahoden de dai nim no ekun kase owo dom hwe de see wo ye party office no ran crofo bodgino so afina obetisi krom but meet the various groups no
so quite though
really yeah
wa ho bia na
da be se the safi na ye be
outdoor
no
yeah
we outdoor so we did an announcement to the
mbe yina chere
okay
the programs how she's going to come out with programs to support the SLNC why ye juma tell ministry ho unim say na oti ho no the level of absenteeism now 27% or by free now about 7% or the bathroom. He had a very good working relationship with the teacher union groups from primary to secondary to university level. E-block net 99 so the lab so no supervising e-blocks 125 almost 13 in at the time of all free now about 50 something was functioning before the several schools so year under 3 she is an achiever or the see the so ya of no yen no corruption. Okay, so I think this is the best thing that has happened to Ghana, and together with your Papa John Mahama, another person or the Ghana is seen a niso say or per se Ghana konenim. Okay, apart from Kwame Nkrumah, when it comes to infrastructure, good governance, okay, obi any ho debate me di no to na John Mahama. Obi any ho betimi di obi beka say yemfa we into her. And come follow John Mahama vision no di e ba ya sabi me nyame and ye ni nyame hye me ya very sure say anka John Kuma anka okaya ho me and come follow ye and na hospitals be brain na o sisi wa Ashanti region o ma jani na to and could they completed those hospitals, we would have been having another University of Ghana hospital in the Ashanti region. And this gentleman would have been right there and his life would be saved. How would you have to travel him to Accra to Germany? And very crampo. I was, if I'm them, and Kameka say, yeah, hide way, the my man find PA. That a whole minister area would come now call Germany for healing, for attention. I mean, how?
No one
and I'm not here now. You're building hospital. Hospitals now.
We should not create a picture. Say, John Kuma Penny in Germany, Ghana politicians.
Yes, I know. We know. But I need to adapt. No,
be supportive. No, I know. We must try and make our systems work.
Yes. It's sad. It's sad. Why should you go to Germany? What at all is in Germany that we cannot buy those things and come and put in our hospitals to save lives? Okay. Yeah, apparently no. Yeah, me titi or baby surprise. Kidney transplant. These people are very wicked.
Okay, I've not heard about that.
Yes. Intimate kidney transplant way. And I'm more junk for Kolebu. Look at the number of people who died at Kolebu. 19 people at the Rana unit.
Okay.
Because you don't have the So it's sad. It's very sad.
So that's you. Waka boom to so cut. Ono fa 4. Anu afa 3 2 de naka 2. It is likely say unum so be nya 1. But I'm no santi.
Actually, my confused because once my
so last commentary.
Anyway, I think I am envious of the NDC party for choosing Professor Jane Nano Pokwajima. I'm very envious of them because I went to University of Cape Coast.
Oh, okay.
And I echo University of Cape Coast is one of the key people who did a lot for the university. Yeah, Professor Jane Nano Pokwajima. I have personally met her before she was even chosen as vice presidential candidate. Now, Oyubia, she is the embodiment of Wakade fanciful baby pasumdre wo ahombrase what tin will fear. She's an embodiment of it.
Oyoba.
You know, or your mommy.
Yeah.
Or what birthday. Or what summer. Until you see, they be make a more num politics do you say impa nizin. Until because on your me party inti Mumbo is in Bondebi. I'm rather envious of the NDC. And you see, no crying there. Assembly I cannot check the my central NDC anyone didn't. Assembly okay. Oh no too. It can.
This is then.
I can't from 1996. Where?
Yeah.
Oh,
92 Aka.
92 Aka.
92.
Yeah. No, 96 Atamils.
92 of Aka.
Yeah, Aka. 92 Aka. I know Pamo no Fata
Atamils. 96.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
How did he start with Aka?
Yes, he started with Aka. But
somebody else before Aka.
No.
Now we wanted
because it was because it was somebody else before Aka.
No.
I was from
it was Aka.
We're starting in the two. Now you're the ANC.
Yes.
That is the parties came together, and that brought the
Aka
on the ticket.
Yeah, 92.
It was last minute still.
Yeah, 92 Aka.
That brought.
So 92.
But I'm at Yami Dubai.
2000 elections.
Okay.
The 2000 elections.
All right. So the that point makes me realize that but you see, Central region is a very difficult region. You know, yeah, it's a very, very difficult region. And you know, what I would say in there, I wish the NDC they've chosen their team now. Aka Nyen can they'll be able to choosing the flag bearer and then they are running mates. Sometimes also, I think the political parties or they should the how long we wait to choose running mates after leaders are choosing. It's been within one party because of originality. In Yama who receives him. You understand? Because sometimes when there is so much space,
I've been born in the doors.
Exactly. On Che, na yesin go fu kunkum mo MPs. Mo be ya by election babado. Ana, I know na yake. Since another one ko.
By election be say amba.
Any meet by election.
They be where they just by election.
And now we'll be
somebody
say two running mate by election, any parliamentary by election.
Into 60 days.
60 days. But you see what
John Kumana I would remember Nebuchadnezzar Yako. I would wish the ebusiano, they should be very diligent in some of the steps they take. Number one, Mite a tip, in the Mite season show, and one of the key things that I'm discussing, I know you were in the chair, right? What discussing was the tip by Ohinaba. Okay. He has shown a lot of inconsistencies. Okada nye me baasa na okunya wa Ghana. Politics. Ekrunye de fama nyame. Onye hwe fama nyame. Also another one sunye de me yefru. But
ever say party no.
Ono na wa ono de make, but there was another one before, but the last one okay there obese party ninti. Nyame baasa no so say o man no onarankasa oka ho bi. Us no onyimdi ahro, but he never mentioned. What was he protecting? What was he also protecting? Eh? No too. Sabi, I would be a kade itumbra crazy. Me, I don't say things I can't yes.
You have to trace.
I can't confirm.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
And everybody who knows me, I'm very fearless on saying my mind. You may be a money more. Only my manual inti ya defe na mo or say or pro yenen that will be catching. So we only live with speculations and rumors. We never get to the bottom of things. And ended that there was a John Kumana wife was shot to Ghana police. So you know that
she invites Captain
that won't invite Captain Smart. That is also another inconsistency. John Kumana's sister, Nimio Besia, Akade, John Kuma poison. John Kumana's special aid, Wakade, John Kuma poison. Ohinaba, who works with wound to me. So Aka. It's even a woman Captain Smart and Gutini. There he should be caught. Why? And these people publicly have said it. So why only Captain Smart?
I'm afraid of
and them fakadam no, you see sometimes I what the yama people to discuss and we leave the actual issues. Inti bande adino wo wana nkasa nyan tackle na ya da amayasam na frefre ma inti bande nyimpa no wa di bono afa nwa oko. Me, we have seen so many cases of politicians dying and we never got to the bottom of the investigation. I don't know what killed John Kuma. Metai me so would natural death or natural death there or natural canalology so would be me. But it has become important today per the discussions that are being held publicly. We need to lay rest to some of these things.
Okay.
In the Ghana police should be up and doing and give us some concrete information. Now on my no ye na yet now start today, rethink there. More non politics into people are willing to kill for just positions.
Okay.
Even in churches, are sorry mumpo go for position.
Council, well, I can't 1 minute in the idea.
Okay. Medicine, you see, political parties are organized group of people with the sole aim of capturing political power through election. Every political party be at your person or your partner say obey winning power. Now 2024 elections now ye kumuno. The three things pa ebedi in man in terms of discussion. One, the economy. 2, energy. And three, education. So it is in the right direction. Say NDC4 etumi etusu ubia or you well versed in education. Nanotu, but she said one day I wore enough time. I was citizen show within the week. Into free education. I have a lot of things to say about free education.
No fire.
Nanotu, Unim say the free education have been run down to the extent say
omo ti nwurem a omo nye aduane ndi krampo no omo ye better than omo ko free education I know to here form 1 for now ye go school omo ko form 2 CCA no omo go school on the 8th. Do you know say they have not been given their school uniform? Omo ko form 2 first semester form 2
omo nya uniform
yeah. Do you know say omo supply food no say ye can say onko supply 200 bags of rice emma a particular school because they are party persons no okwa no the 170 bags of rice echo na headmasters so because of victimization no I record say or the 200 nearby again sir 170 bags no they are ban crash so say every bag 50 kilos
yeah not the same I mean
the beba no 30 kilos the beba no 30 kilos. Now no to me say here first me your man kola the milk only say the milk now the man kola no is neither ideal milk or Kanishi a unbranded milk from China a milk at anything only say first me more 10 fish and your titles and your bellmouth a unbranded one that it doesn't have a name it is a Obano Eco School crampa yaro no the day or deba we say for no bar school they came to school, some of them came, their parents did not give them books.
Maybe at a better time
I say your teacher books are then so education is going to be one of the key things in campaigning for the 2024 elections.
Thank you.
And see
Madumo Bia Mike and I'm a TFD Nechi. Moin Lojazi, John Kuman, Moin Lojazi. What's the what's the
Sports for Nova.
I sports for neighbor.
Sports for Nova. You see,
on the all African games.
When they confirm embarrassment we have between.
Obi akofa embarrassment.
All African game. Who dey cause
sports for neighbor.
Yes.
May you Mike and Ephraim. All right, so this is where time will permit us to draw curtain. Sports team, no air into Mr. Amonia Crowd. Kwame Kwachi produces Sansona Eugene, and so a boy on Facebook. Meeting Nana Utuda. Kunyami Adumo Ajoada 2 p.m. Make way for the Citizen Show here on Accra 100.5 FM. Okay, so sports is next. I'm out. Stay tuned.